Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm C Slays, and for today's video I'm going to be showing you all how I achieved my gorgeous big afro on my 4C natural hair. So if you like what you see, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, this is just going to be a tutorial on how I do this look. So for one, let me just shake it out, show y'all the fluffiness, and let's get into this beat, okay? If you want to see how I achieve this makeup look, I already have an everyday makeup look on my channel, so please be sure to go ahead and check that out because look at the glow. Look at the glow, brows snatched, lips snatched, skin snatched, everything is just lit. So yes, please be sure to go check that video out if you haven't already seen it. And without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. You want to start with just taking out whatever braids or twists you currently have in your hair, and you want to refresh your hair. I know me, this step is really important because sometimes I keep my braids in for a minute. You know, we're in quarantine and doing my hair is a lot, so it's really important that I refresh my hair before I take my braids out, so that way it can still have some shine and still be moisturized. I plan on doing a detailed what's in my spray bottle video, especially since I do have dyed hair. It's really important for me to upkeep that moisture, so be on the lookout for that. So right now I'm just showing you all how I take out my braids. In terms of taking out my braids, you really want to try to take your hair out very gently, especially if you're someone who wants to go for a more defined or a more curly fro look. You really don't want to rake through the taking out of your braids. I know for me, my goal usually is always volume. I want the really big fro, so I really don't mind, you know, taking them out. But if you're someone who wants to upkeep like that tight curl pattern or that definition, you want to make sure that you're being gentle with taking out your braids. So right now I am just going to be showing you all me taking out my braids, and I will be back later to tell you all how I pick and style. So remember, with this part of the process, while taking out your hair, you kind of just want to wet your hands and get that moisture back into your hair, so that way you can have some shine in your fro. So before you take out a braid, just remember to either refresh a whole section or refresh one braid at a time and take the braid out, and you can definitely see the difference in the shine that the oils from your spray bottle adds to your fro. So now we are in the clear. We have finally taken out all of our braids, and now we are on to the fluffing section of the tutorial. So I'm just going to start by going to each section and really just trying to fluff it out part by part. What you're gonna need, honestly, all I use is my pick, my handy dandy pick in my hands. That usually works just fine by me. So I'm just going to start by picking at my roots and also using my hands to just go in and fluff it out section by section. So I just try to pull my hair down and I try to separate and fluff where my hair naturally has, like where the curls are naturally in place. So kind of this part just requires you to kind of listen and pay attention to your hair. You don't want to create sections or create parts where your hair is not parted, because we don't want a lot of tension. We just want this to be as easy and as natural as possible. So using the sections and parts you created when you had your braids, you're just going to go back in and try to separate those curls. And you can go in between using your pick and your hands to fluff it out. So that is what I am doing right now. And as you can see, I always kind of have this side part going. So I just try to make sure that I keep my side part, my little swoop. And from here, the name of the game is just fluff and pick to your liking. I don't really know how to explain the method. All I really can do is kind of show you all how I fluff and pick my hair, so that way I can have my hair as voluminous and in the shape that I want as best as possible. So for the rest of the video, you're just going to be seeing me fluff and pick out my hair, so that way I can create the shape that I want. So you guys, we are nearing the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Before I go, I just wanted to remind you all of a few tricks that are really important for achieving this big fro. One, don't be afraid to let some air in your hair, fluff it out, shake it around, and that's really gonna help you to create that volume that you're looking for. Another thing, your pick is your best friend in this case, so do not be afraid to pick your fro out. So as always, thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, the tutorial for this everyday makeup look is already on my channel, so please be sure to check that out, and I'll see you all next week.